Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on. Anxious. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Murray. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Batum in at the 4 spot. Now here's Murray. Kept alive. The pass to Jokic. Barton dishes to Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic kicks to Barton. 6 on the shot clock. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Up the floor. Sweet move. Jackson. That's good.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. The Nuggets with another miss. To the middle. It's blocked. It's tipped. Paul George with the steal. Outside for Batum. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
For Denver, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Barton outside. Back to Murray. Banked in off the glass.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low. And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. And stolen by Bull. And here's the break. Here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Leonard. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Good luck stopping that. Kawhi Leonard, huge, strong hands, in total command of the basketball. Go ahead.
Now here's Murray. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. Murray against Leonard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Los Angeles with some changes. Man's checked in, and it's Kennard in for George. Morris against Rondo. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Off target at the rim. Here's Rivers. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. So, for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Patterson comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Now, here is Morris. Here's McGee.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Denver shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Both free throws good from McGee. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Beverley, the pass to Ibaka. Here's man, defended by Gordon, and Kennard wide open. He shoots, bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Morris against Beverly. Morris kicks to Millsap. And stolen by Patterson. To the inside. Man can't hit.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Beverly. Unable to get that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rivers can't get it to go. Millsap with the steal. Kennard against Rivers. Out to Morris. Over Beverly. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few.
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your pride.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Batum is out there with Morris. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. Denver
with a platoon swap here on the floor. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
Such a wide-open look. George has got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Batum brings the double team. Murray the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Beverly against Murray. The shot by George, wide open. No good from outside. Barton dishes to Porter. Jokic kicks to Porter. Shoots over Zubac. Pass to Barton. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And then George with the jam.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Passes to Bull. Murray against Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on George.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And a switcher also for Denver. Green, he's checked in for Bull. Back to Zubac. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
McGee, the pass to Millsap. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And McGee kicks to Gordon. Pass to Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Morris. He wants to get to Millsap and does. That gives them the lead. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
The drive by Jackson. Back to Zubac. On the wing, Jackson.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Stolen by Zubac. Jackson down low. Morris is there.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
That one falls.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
Here's George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Leonard kicks to George. Leonard inside. Millsap covering. And the wide open shot from Morris.
Come on.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Denver making a switch here. The Nuggets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Millsap. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Kennard for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a... Thanks for joining us, folks.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Bol. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the center. Leonard against Porter. He gets it in there. Leonard's got 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Murray surveying the D. Inside, here's Jokic. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Zubac trying to break loose. A shot by Batum, no good. Oh, Porter in position. A shot, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. A 2-point game. And the pass to Jokic. He dishes it to Porter. And it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipes.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense. And just no fear, guys. I mean, he is willing to mix it up in the paint with the big boys.
Patterson passes to Kennard. Ibaka right side. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Jackson down low. Millsap's there. 4 on the clock. Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. This is his first free throw of the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
So he gets them both. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Gordon. Back to Morris. The feed now to Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
So, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Millsap finds Gordon. Clock at 6. Passes it to McGee. Over Ibaka. McGee's shot is off.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Man, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Jokic passes to Porter. Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And like the initiative there, Jokic seen an opportunity to get inside and just attack it.
Rondo passes to Morris. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Right side, Green. Out to Morris. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Fires, high post. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A different look for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Batum. Patterson comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Pass to Patterson, down low. Here's Ibaka. Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
The Clippers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Well, what you love about Serge Ibaka, yes, he has tremendous size and reach and great athleticism, but he plays his role to a T.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he just dabbles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Gordon. Here's Rivers. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Nuggets making a change here.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It's a problem trying to deal with the athleticism of Aaron Gordon. You've got to be more careful as a defender.
And both free throws good for Gordon. Clippers leading by 8. George finds Leonard. To the paint, Jokic with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Barton dishes to Murray. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
We see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
And George drops them both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
The Nuggets trail by 8. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Jokic. The Clippers grab the miss.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Man passes to Jackson. Shoots the 3. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Feeds it to Gordon. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, I'll tell you this. He is a relentless scorer at this point, Aaron Gordon. He is not afraid of taking contact.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. George finds Jackson. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Murray the pass to Gordon. And a wide open look for Porter. And again, Denver no good. Clippers leading by 5. Jackson with it, outguarded by Murray. Left side, George. Jackson against Murray. Jackson kicks to George. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Shoots. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
George way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And he commits the intentional foul. Rivers, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Here's Murray. Now the pass to Jokic. Murray against Leonard. Murray dishes to Rivers. 4 on the shot clock. That one a little long.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Jokic. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Leonard the pass to Zubac. 16 feet away. The shot that time not on target. And it's Denver the other way. Murray kicks to Jokic. Tries it from 9. And the basket by Gordon. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Well, this game separates the men from the boys. Aaron Gordon, big-time delivery.
Leonard attacking. Zubac trying to break loose. The shot's good.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shoots over Zubac, and it's Jokic missing. And here's Leonard from three. Here's Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Beverly wide open. And the three off target.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Here's Rivers. And the rejection by Zubac. Murray against Leonard. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for... The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the Clippers starting five. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubats in at center. And for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the three, the small forward.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
George finds Beverley. Back to Batum. Leonard inside. Second shot opportunity. Count it. Good.
Yeah, you can't forget about the long arms of Batum. I mean, I want to see him be more active on the offensive glass because he's capable.
And And here is Doncic. That one drops for him.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Dishes it to George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. We played just over a minute here in the first.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Richardson, good.
Richardson showing you the ability to manufacture a shot against good defense there. Well done.
Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shoots from the elbow. That shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Marjanovic against Zubac. And the dunk by Porzingis. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. And they double up Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Finney-Smith. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 5. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Leonard. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Zubac the best to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Outside for George. Outside Leonard. The Mavericks pull it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Paul George with the steal. Zubac the best to Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Doncic against George. Mavericks leading by 5. Richardson gets a wide open look. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
This is as good as it gets
poor first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And that one's good. Leonard.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Doncic right side over Beverly. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 5. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So for the Clippers right now, Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 3 slot. Kleba finds Cauley Stein. To the inside. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Rondo scanning the floor. Outside for Batum. Rondo dishes to Batum. There's the pass to Kennard. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Batum. Patterson comes in for Morris, and it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And it's Burke with the ball for the Mavericks. 4-point game. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
Here's Hardaway. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Cauley Stein. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Jackson kicks to Ibaka. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. Ibaka, the pass to Jackson. 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Man can't hit. Mavericks leading by 6. And Burke has it in the corner. Passes it to Powell. Kleba with it. Back to Powell. It's deflected. And there's the feed to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Powell doing a nice job recognizing when to give it up. He, to me, is the epitome of a value utility player. Knows his role.
Kennard, the pass to Patterson. Back to Kennard. Pass to man. Kennard with the ball. Kicks it to Ibaka. Over Cauley Stein. Ibaka, no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Powell. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. Powell, that's good. Powell's got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas. Now Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Ibaka. Outside for Jackson.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Cauley Stein finds Hardaway. Now Powell. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. On the Mavericks with some changes. Luka Doncic comes in for Willie Cauley Stein, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Burke. Clippers trail by 10. Rondo passes to Zubac. Rondo against Brunson. Here's Morris trying to end the drought. It's rebounded by Brunson.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and That's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Morris outside. Picked him clean. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Now here's George. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Leonard inside. Guarded by Doncic. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. Brunson the pass to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Kleba. Off target from three-point range. Clippers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Morris, no good. Mavericks leading by 12. Here's Powell. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. From deep, Richardson. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can.
And so it's Dallas, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. And that's...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. Porzingis finds Richardson. Here's Finney Smith. Patterson defending. No good from Finney Smith. Clippers trail by 12. The pass to Jackson. Doncic with it. He's got 10. Now here's Richardson. Good. Richardson's got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Now here's Jackson following the miss by Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Patterson, and it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Doncic outside. Here's Richardson. They get it back. Marjanovic kicks to Finney Smith. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and You'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kennard, the pass to Batum. And yes, it's good.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Passes it to Brunson. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Good on the shot. Brunson's got his first bucket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Batum. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Clippers trail by 16. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Far from just a perimeter shooter, I like seeing Batum go to work in the painted area.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Kennard against Doncic. Over Kennard. Here's Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Here's Batum. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Richardson finds Doncic. Over Beverly, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Richardson.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Porzingis comes with the double team. Outside for Rondo. Up and in on the layup.
Rondo going right through the contact and scoring there. He's a lot tougher than he looks.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots. Rondo against Brunson. Rondo, no good. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Here's George. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his team.
And so it's Dallas with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's man in at the shooting guard. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. A 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Richardson. And with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And he gets it to go. Beverly's got his first points of the game.
Boy, I like how Beverly takes advantage of these transition opportunities. He's crafty and clever at getting past the defense.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Finney-Smith. Over Leonard. Great tee that time from Leonard. Porzingis with the steal. In the corner, it's Richardson. And that one goes long.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Trey Burke subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Pass to Burke. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Mavericks lead by 19. And here's Beverly. There's the dish to Leonard. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverly.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Burke, the pass to Cauley Stein. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And all Powell needs is good positioning inside, and when he does get it, he's throwing it down.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 18. Jackson dishes to George. Over Richardson, and that one's good. George. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now Burke. He dishes it to Richardson. Paul George with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, we've talked about, you know, George is athletic. He's long, and he's got really long arms, which helps him as a defender, and that allows him to clog up passing lanes and come up with steals, too.
Charity strike shot. Powell inside. Jackson on him. Back to Powell. 6 to shoot. He kicks it to Cauley Stein. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Mavericks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Richardson the pass to Cauley Stein. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Richardson kicks to Powell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. The quick look, no good that time. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Burke, the pass to Cauley Stein. Dishes it to Powell. Shoots over Leonard. Kicks it out to Richardson. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Burke with it. Jackson on him. Burke can't get it to go. And a deep three from George off the mark. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Richardson. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Denver, Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Bull. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Barton. Jokic on top. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Barton. And a wide open look for Porter. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Richardson gets a wide open look. Gets an open look and hits. Richardson's got the first points up on the board here for Dallas. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. A 3-ball. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Richardson, good. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Here's Doncic following the score by Jamal Murray. Finney-Smith, great pass to set up the lay-in.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
The pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. Over Porter. And another basket for Dallas.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Murray. Yep, it counts. Murray's got 6.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bull. Gordon comes in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Barton. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Jokic. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Jokic finds Morris. Now Millsap. Kleber defending. Here's Jokic. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Mid-range game as Jokic spotted himself up and drilled that one.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. Rivers comes in for Jamal Murray. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Luka Doncic. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Richardson. And Trey Burke subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Dallas shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Millsap passes to McGee. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Dallas leading by 6. Now Burke for the three. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Morris kicks to Rivers. Here's McGee. Feeds to Millsap. On the wing, Gordon. Clock at 6. Outside for Millsap. A three from Morris. The Nuggets with another miss. Here's Burke. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Paul Millsap picks one up. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. Dallas making a switch here. Burke hits them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be right back after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver. Always out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Mavericks leading by 8. Cauley Stein passes to Burke. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Jokic kicks to Barton. Shoots over Burke. And Barton gets it to go on the assist by Jokic. Barton's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Denver.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Porter against Cleveland. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic with it. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. And he makes that one.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Murray dishes to Barton. Kicks to Porter. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Bull.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Doncic passes to Richardson. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Not slowing Richardson down right now. Even when you rough him up, he's still finding ways to use his quickness and score the basketball.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Mavericks also with a sub. Brunson's checked in. The pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Richardson. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Doncic. Porzingis, the offensive rebound, passes to Brunson. And here's Richardson. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Porzingis, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Porzingis has got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
On the wing, Gordon, guarded by Doncic. McGee, the pass to Gordon. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Brunson. Moving it up. And there's Richardson on the assist by Doncic. And now a 12-point Dallas lead. 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Morris outside. Here's Gordon. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
And that does it for the... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 10. And Shaq, what did you see? And
like Carson Wentz, I got the wisdom and since the bitch, I got a funny feeling that you
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Here's Hardaway. That's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Morris passes to McGee, and it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Six on the shot clock. Morris kicks to McGee. Denver needs to get off a shot.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
Porzingis, good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his fourth assist in this one. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Morris. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Rivers finds McGee. Now Morris. Back to McGee. Nice D from Porzingis.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Powell comes in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. Pass to Rivers. Denver passing it around. And it's McGee with the jam.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Dallas leading by 10. Burke the pass to Powell. Now here's Burke. An easy 2 points on the layup. Burke's got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And here is Morris. And he banks in the layup.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Burke. Makes it off the glass. Burke's got 8 points.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Rivers kicks to Morris. Here's McGee. He dishes it to Millsap. Another shot. That shot off, and it's Dallas the other way, and it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Mavericks leading by 12. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Porzingis. Free throw line jump shot. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Porzingis just dialing that one in from the mid-range. Pretty smooth for a 7'3" professional basketball player.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bull. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Powell comes in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Doncic. And Trey Burke subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And stolen by Barton. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Dallas. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Nikola Jokic. Ole is out there with Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Here's the teardrop. It's deflected, and he recovers it. That's tipped. Richardson with it, now guarded by Murray. The Nuggets trail by 6. And there's the pass to Jokic. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now Burke. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Kleba. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Kleba's got his first points in this one.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Ball dishes to Murray. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Millsap comes in for Bull. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Barton. Clock at 4. Jokic with it. Out defended by Cauley Stein.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
And it's Burke with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Passes it to Cauley Stein. Kleba with it. Back to Cauley Stein. Kicks it to Hardaway. Cauley Stein passes to Hardaway. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Gordon. Powell pulls it in.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
And that's an intentional foul. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Outside, Porter. Cuts off the pass. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the shot goes in. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Here's Murray up on top. Guarded by Doncic. Murray, good.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Doncic looking it over. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. A rebound by Marjanovic. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Rozier's checked in. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Keeps it alive. And Doncic is right there. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
Gordon with no one around. Up again. It's rebounded by Dallas.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Marjanovic against Jokic. 5 to shoot. Millsap passes to Jokic. A 3 from Morris. He can't hit that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Doncic with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Millsap. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. They get it back. Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
At 6'10", 250 pounds. That's a big man out there, and he uses his size to draw the contact there. Nice job by Jokic.
Down low, Millsap with the steal. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. So A beautiful skyline of... Here are the five for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at the three. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there with Vol. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray, and it's Porter in at the small forward. Now here's Murray. Jokic finds Porter. Now here's Murray. To the inside. And Jokic slings it in.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And here's Los Angeles. Now Leonard. Jacks up a three. Oh, good on that one.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And that one's good by Porter. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotation.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season. I love this about Patrick Beverley. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now the pass to Bull. The kick out to Barton. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic passes to Murray. That 3 off the mark.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Leonard. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Murray, no good. And here are the Clippers. Shoots it up. And it's Leonard missing. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Inside. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Jokic.
And PG, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverley.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Marcus Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard, and it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. Here's Mann. McGee with the block, and they get it back. Second chance shot. Hacked on the shot, and he'll head to the line. Rivers, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
This is not an area where they expect him to contribute. He's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Rondo against Morris. He feeds it to Gordon. Here's Rondo, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Morris against Rondo. Morris looking over the floor. And he lays it straight in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Rondo kicks to Batum. That shot off the mark. And the Nuggets going the other way. Rivers passes to Gordon. Millsap left side. Knocks it loose.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
The sharpshooter Kennard is valuable. A guy who stretches the floor and works very hard.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Batum. Patterson comes in for Morris, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Rivers passes to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Jackson dishes to Ibaka. Jackson down low, guarded by McGee. Jackson down low. Morris is there. And the basket by Jackson.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
And here is Morris. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. It's all tied in Denver. And the second quarter. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
They've got Nikola Jokic. Always out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at point guard. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Leonard and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
With the second effort, and it's good on the way in. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Barton passes to Jokic. Murray surveying the D. Back to Jokic. Stolen by Beverley. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. Oh, that's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Now here's Murray. And finished off by Porter.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Beverley. Here's Murray. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Driving with a purpose. Leonard shakes off the hit, maintains focus, count it.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Leonard. Finished off the break. And it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, you know, Ben Simmons, a player 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great play. From deep, George. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Millsap shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
When it comes to drawing fouls, Millsap's one of the best in the league.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. Here's Jackson. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Ibaka. To the paint. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Ibaka. Leonard's got 10 points in the quarter.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Passes it to Morris. The dish to Millsap. Back to Morris. Trying to get open is Ibaka. A second chance effort. Outside for Millsap. Denver passing it around. Here's Gordon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And that one, good. Rondo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
What passion from Rondo on that drive. Just relentless on how he takes it straight to the defense.
Morris, left side.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't hit.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and that's a wrap.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Patrick Beverly. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2 guard.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Down low, Millsap with the steal. Here's Morris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Morris has got 6 points.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
You know, Smitty, the change for McGee's pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Porter, no luck. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Leonard. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Now here's Murray. He dishes it to Bull. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. It's good. He's got 6.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Feeds it to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. 16 points for Leonard.
Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi very active, very focused on the job at hand.
Jokic against Zubac. And it's Jokic missing.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince Strong that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition. because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep him there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Here's Jackson following the score by Jamal Murray. The drive by Jackson. Patterson. That one doesn't go. And Denver the other way now. Barton against Kennard.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the pass to Patterson. He kicks to Leonard. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And finished off by Rivers.
Once you get Austin out in space, his quickness and fluidity really shines.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. We've got 1:28 left here in the third quarter. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Leonard with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And the dunk by Jackson.
Always up there among the leaders in steals. Leonard gets his team out in transition.
Morris finds Rivers. And finished off by Rivers.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response. Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Pass to Gordon. Count the basket.
And there's just so much athleticism for Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Jackson looking around. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Clippers leading by 6. Kicks it to Patterson. Now here's Jackson. 6 points for him. And stolen by Murray. He gets it up. No good on that one. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Cole is out there with Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Dozier in at the 2. 4 on the shot clock. Dozier kicks to Porter. Over Kennard. And he overshot that one, missing. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. 6-point lead. Pass to Kennard. Here's Zubac. Passes it to Beverly. Count the bucket, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Will Barton, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out. He said they played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. You have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Kennard finds George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Trying to defend Kennard. You know he can hit shots with limited space. That helps him get you off balance.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Dozier's checked in. Jokic against Beverly. Barton kicks to Dozier. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Stolen by George. Fast break. Here they come. Beverly wide open. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Nuggets trail by 9. Dozier passes to Millsap. Dozier can't get it to go. The Clippers shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Inside. Batum. That one goes. Count it.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Murray kicks to Dozier. Barton passes to Jokic. Outside, George. Back to Kennard. This is to George. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Goes back up. A shot by Batum, no good. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Barton kicks to Dozier. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Paul Millsap.
The big thing is that Millsap is attacking, trying to make plays for this team.
Nobody near George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. A different look for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Batum. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. And there's 1:45 left in the 4th quarter. Porter finds Barton. Jokic with it. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
To the middle, here's Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And it goes down 2 points.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Jackson from long range. But they recover it. And George kicks to Jackson. From outside the arc. George, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Porter passes to Jokic. Back to Porter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon comes in for Barton. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Outside for George. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Drills the three-pointer.
And we talk about George's confidence. When you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
Murray against Jackson. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Kicks it out to Gordon. Can't get it to fall.
What do you love about Serge on this end?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
coming up next. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Porzingis, Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Richardson. Marjanovic passes to Finney Smith. Shot clock at 6. Doncic. The Mavericks rebound. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. George against Doncic. To the inside. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Porzingis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And to me, this is what KP has got to do. Porzingis has the size and length to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Beverley. It's George on the wing. Richardson covered. George, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Good on the bucket.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Now, here's George. Over Richardson. And the Clippers miss again. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Porzingis finds Marjanovic. Unloads from 13. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Doncic feeling it out. Three-pointer. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Passes to Beverley. Back to George. Batum against Porzingis. From deep, George. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Kicks it out to Richardson. They double him with George. Dallas moving the ball around. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Leonard the pass to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Here's Leonard after Luka Doncic's bucket. Leonard the pass to Zubac from 12 feet out. No good on the shot, and it's Dallas the other way. 1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Richardson finds Porzingis in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8-point game. Right side, Leonard. The rebound by Marjanovic. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Doncic against Batum. Here's Finney Smith. Here's Porzingis. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Ibaka. Burke grabs the miss. It's tipped. Out left to the wing. Kleba kicks to Burke. Here's Cauley Stein, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell is out there with Maxi Kleba. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. Here's Hardaway after Rajon Rondo's bucket. The putback, it's good on the putback. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Kennard, the pass to Rondo. In the corner, it's Morris. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Mavericks leading by 8. Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. And here's Brunson. No points in the game hit for him. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The free throw drops for Powell.
Well, this is a decent free throw shooter, and where Powell could help himself is getting to the line a little bit more.
Now the pass to Kennard. Back to Rondo. A minute and a half gone here in the second. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Kennard for 3. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Doncic outside. And Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
And here's Morris for 3. Drills it from outside. Morris has got 5 points so far.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Pass to Kleba. There's the dish to Powell. Out to Hardaway. Back to Powell. There's the steal. Morris passes to Rondo. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Yes, that goes in. Now just a 4-point Maverick lead.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Doncic passes to Kleba, and Kleba slams it in.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Rondo finds Zubac. Fires for three. Rondo's shot is off. Dallas leading by 6.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Here's Kennard. After Luka Doncic's bucket, shots good by Kennard.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleba. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And it's Richardson in for Hardaway. Richardson kicks to Marjanovic. Banked in off the glass. And now a 10-point Maverick lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And here's George, and it is good at the buzzer. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks headed to the bench with a 7-point lead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a nice 7-point lead. And that'll do it for us. The third.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, down low. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Outside Leonard. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. George against Richardson.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs. George looking around to the middle. Zubac kicks to Beverly. And the Clippers miss again.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Nice shot by Porzingis.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And it's good for two.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
Here's Doncic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Dallas with a change here, too. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Now, here's Beverly. Kicks to Leonard. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Clippers trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Patrick Beverly has turned himself into a willing and capable three-point shooter. Pretty.
Now here's Brunson. Doncic finds Brunson. Doncic outside. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
LA has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Leonard, no luck.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Here's Porzingis, and Brunson has it in the corner. Here's Doncic. And Brunson has it in the corner. 4 on the clock. Here's Porzingis. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside for George. From deep. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Finney Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Richardson, no luck. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. They've got Trey Burke. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Kleba in at the 3 slot. Hardaway, no good. Clippers trail by 17. Lost a man. And here is Ibaka. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Jackson. It doesn't go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Pass to Mann. And Ibaka kicks to Patterson. 4 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Boy, when Patrick Patterson doesn't shy away from contact, he is so effective. This guy's solid at the line.
And so he makes both from the line. Mavericks leading by 17. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Stein finds Powell. The rebound by Patterson.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Back to Jackson. The pass to Ibaka. Outside Jackson. Fires the 3. And the Clippers miss again.
He might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Hardaway passes to Kleba. Out to Hardaway. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The 10-footer misses off the left iron. Mavericks leading by 17. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Stein passes to Kleba. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Batum comes in for Patrick Patterson. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. Richardson, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. 1:58 left to play in the final quarter. Rondo passes to Mann. Rondo against Doncic. Hardaway with the steal. And they double up Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. From deep. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The Clippers again turning it over.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Mavericks.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Porzingis.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Here's Brunson. No good on the 3. Clippers trail by 19. And here we go. Morris with the bucket.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
Doncic passes to Stein. From deep three-point range, and that's good. Luka Doncic for 3.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Fires from deep. Here's Powell, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
That's about great concentration. Dwight Powell, under duress of the defense, finishes nonetheless. Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
Now, Doncic. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Always out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And for the Mavericks, Richardson is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Now here's Murray. The pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. Here's Murray. Mavericks with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Count that bucket. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Doncic finds Marjanovic. And stolen by Barton. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Hey, listen, Gordon once jumped over a mascot while putting the ball under his legs in a dunk contest. I mean, he's one of the most ridiculous athletes and dunkers we have in the game.
Now, here's Richardson. Now, Doncic. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Down low. Stolen away. Here's the break. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia, Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Finney Smith. First shot, first miss. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Murray outside. It's Bol, top of the key. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Jokic embraces the pressure. He's terrific at keeping his composure and maintaining a cool head, even when the shot clock is up against him.
Now, here's Doncic. No good that time. Good defense by Jokic. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got his second basket.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Doncic against Gordon. Porzingis inside. That shot misses. And Denver the other way now. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Murray surveying the D, and the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Morris is checked in. Gordon the pass to Morris. Jokic kicks to Murray. Passes it to Bol. Over Porzingis. No good off the back of the rim.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Here's Brunson. Murray with the defensive effort. Denver in the lead. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks it out to Gordon. Jokic passes to Murray. The dish to Gordon. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Richardson trying to get something going, and the layup falls. And that'll tie this game up.
Boy, Richardson has a lot of toughness. Remember, this is a guy who earned his spot in the NBA. Nothing has come easy for him.
It's a tie game. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Porter at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Millsap. Porter with it. Pass to McGee. Back to Porter. He kicks to Rivers. Mavericks with the rebound. Hardaway passes to Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Brunson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Luka Doncic, and it's Burke in for Jalen Brunson. Feeds it to Powell. That one goes in.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
And so here's Denver, following the score by Dallas. Porter dishes to McGee, and it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks leading by 6. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Here's Burke. Got it. Good job in the low post. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Here's Rivers, following the score by Dallas. Here's Porter. Will it go? Connects from three-point range. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here is Burke. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Kleba. And Kleba slams it in.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He can't get it to go. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now a 9-point Maverick lead.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Millsap down low. Guarded by Powell. Or the way against Rivers. Here's Millsap. Doesn't go that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Burke kicks to Kleba. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. The pass to McGee. Inside. Here's Morris. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Burke, the pass to Cauley Stein. Up top, Powell. Outside Hardaway. Back to Powell. Pass to Kleba. The shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
Kleba, the pass to Powell. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Dallas. With 1 on the clock, that one's not going to go. And so
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One of the stories so far, Maxi Kleba getting it done today.
And, you know, not always the guy that you would expect to be making the big plays, but so far tonight, he has delivered.
Yeah, he has, and he's really been a difference maker so far, and it wouldn't surprise me if they look his way a bit more to end this game.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Dallas, Bogdanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
And it's Gordon penetrating.
Look at Gordon knife through that defense, getting ahead of steam on his way to the basket and flushing that dunk home.
Now Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Murray against Doncic. Here's Jokic. Outside for Murray. From deep. Porzingis with the rebound.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith. Clock at 6. It's good. And now an 11-point Maverick lead.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's Barton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the inside. Jokic. The shot misses. And it's Dallas the other way. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Kicks it out to Gordon. This one for 3. They get it again. Knocked away. Pass break, Dallas. Richardson's running. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Richardson's got the lead up to 13 now for the man.
Richardson getting points in transition. Easy buckets thanks to his hustle after the steal. And that's how you take advantage of the turnover.
Now here's Murray. And that one's good. Jokic. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Richardson with it, and it's Gordon picking him up, and it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
Back to Murray. Dishes to Gordon. Porzingis with the block, and they'll keep possession from deep three-point range. Up top, Barton. Richardson cover. And that one's good. Barton.
You know, Barton's an improving ball handler, and because of that, he's got more moves now that he can choose from when he's going off the bounce.
Now, here's Doncic. Passes it to Richardson. Now, here's Bogdanovic. Doncic outside. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Bucket is good. Porzingis has got his first basket.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there. Here's Barton.
to the right side. Here's Jokic, and the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got 8.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
And so it's Dallas. Ahead by 9 is the quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And Denver will start the 4th quarter. We've got Paul Millsap. Austin Rivers is out there with Morris. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, as a youth player, Porter's talent was undeniable. Unquestionable, really, but he suffered through some injuries. He didn't get a lot of time on the court in college, and he entered the 2018 draft with a lot to prove.
And, guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Now, here is Morris. Pass to Rivers. Lets it go from 14. Here's McGee. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Burke. Good work defensively by Morris. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Morris finds Millsap. Morris with the ball. And there's the pass to McGee. Back to Morris. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Now, here's Doncic. And that one drops.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Now Bol. Murray outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Richardson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Porzingis with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Murray. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking.
Now, here's Jokic. Outside for Murray. Barton against Richardson. And that one's good. Barton
shoots an impressive percentage from inside now. I like watching Barton do his thing from this area.
Doncic outside. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Billy Cauley-Stein comes in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Austin Rivers comes in for Barton. 5 on the clock. Tries from 16. They get the rebound. Porzingis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up. That's why he's boarding it well.
Murray finds Jokic. Millsap left side. And Porzingis, here we go. Richardson gets a wide open look. Denver grabs the miss.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Jokic passes to Millsap. There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Cauley Stein grabs the ball. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Doncic with the bucket.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Now here's Murray. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Richardson. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
And here's Brunson. From deep. Not going to go that time.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.